Hey, if you've got a manually powered honey extractor, we got one like pictured in the video. It holds, or pictured on the thumbnail, it holds 3 frames of honey, and you manually crank it. We've been having a problem with it not turning as fast as I thought it should. I took the handle off of it and chucked up a 1/2-inch DeWalt drill to the thing and put a bread tie on the trigger. And it was barely spinning. It wasn't doing what it was supposed to do. And we got a couple frames we was gonna try to spin out, and I said, before I do it, I'm gonna take this thing apart, and if I can't get it back together, it ain't no worse than what it is, because it ain't working. So anyway, I'm gonna show you what was wrong with ours, and maybe it'll help you if yours ain't spinning. A manually powered extractor not spinning like it's supposed to. Let me carry you over there and show you what I found. Okay, I'm gonna try to do this justice. This kind of looks orange through this camera because I got a light shining on it, but it's red. And anyway, your crank handle goes out here, and this sits on top of your barrel like this. What you got to do is take these 2 screws out, slide that off. When you got your little gearbox right here, this of course goes down into your spinner, to your extractor. Take those screws out. There's 4 of them. Take these 4, that one, that one, that one, and that one. Take those 4 screws out, and what you should see is that little gear right there, and there's a little gear inside of there. That's the only 2 parts of this whole thing. This gear right here, see if it'll focus. You spin it around, it's tied to this directly by that little roll pin, or a little old, it's a little old pin, I don't know what you call it. But anyway, whenever I split this housing apart, that little pin was up in there. It was just floating around in there. So anyway, if it's not spinning like it's supposed to, take it apart. It ain't but 4 screws to get the gearbox apart, and make for sure that I don't know, it wouldn't be a dowel pin. It's like a roll pin, I guess. Make sure that thing's in there, because ours wasn't. And when we were cranking the handle, this little gear was spinning, but the shaft down here wasn't spinning. So the only thing that was making this shaft spin was the friction between this gear and that shaft right there. And I knew that wasn't right. So anyway, took it apart, drove that pin back in, and we're back in business.